We live in a world whereby so many people are overwhelmed with life. Excuse me. So many people are living in fear, pressure, and confusion. We live in a world where so many people are confused on what to do. So many people don't even know how to go about the current situation. A world whereby believers don't even know how to trust God again. So a believer found himself in a situation, and the first thing he does is to try to find solution to the problem by his own will, by his own power. The Bible says, by strength shall no man prevail. Be still. Be still. We live in a world whereby there's so much noise. So much noise from social media. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying social media is bad, but so many of us, social media has become where we stay. So we are eating, one hand is on the phone, one hand is on the food, and we are still on social media. And the result of this thing is that when you are not still, your spiritual life will become weak. You become less sensitive, because most of the times the noise that we feed ourselves with are noise from the world. And remember, when I was talking about this message now, I made it clear that the one you feed between your soul, between your spirit and your flesh, will determine which one your soul will yield to. When we're talking about the world within your soul of man, that's the other topic. So there's so much noise in the life of a believer in this time. There's so much noise. An average believer has Facebook, has Instagram, has TikTok, has so many things that is engaged in at once. At once, you are all on all social media platforms. In fact, there is no news that will fly by with. In fact, you have become the newscaster. So when somebody wants to find out about the current happening in the place, the first person they reach out to is you, because you are engaged. And you see, all these, they are not bad. Social medias, they are not bad. Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, they are not bad. But when you begin to allow those things to begin to be where you dwell on perpetually, the noise will begin to affect you, and you will become less sensitive to the spirit. Your discernment will become less. Be still. Be still. Many believers are fighting battles God wants to fight. In fact, the Bible says in the book of Exodus 14:14, said, I will fight for you and you shall hold your peace. But the challenge now is so many believers don't want God to fight for them. So many of us, we want to be the one to fight for ourselves. We come into a situation where the first thing we should do is to call on to God. But we come into a situation, and the first thing we are doing is we are trying to use our mental, let me use the word, that word now. We're trying to think on what to do. It's not bad to think. It's not bad. But the problem now comes that when every time you have something to address, and the first thing that comes to your mind is how you can solve the issue by yourself, it becomes an issue. Then how does God come in? How does God come in? And the reason why we don't take time to invite God into those issues is because we are always in a rush. Be still. Be still. You see, this is the reason why so many of us are losing battles upon battles. So a brother lost his job and is trying to get another job, and is applying here, applying there, and they call you to come for interview. You spend hundreds of thousands for transport and also for hotel fee, and at the end of it all, you lost the interview. But if you'd have spent time and be still and wait on God, maybe God would have told you that interview, don't go. Many years ago, I was called upon for an interview somewhere.